This is why I chose the ingredients that I chose to make my food project. So, I was doing spherification, and obviously you have to use juice for that. And I was just thinking about like what kind of juice to do. And at first, I was thinking of like ingredients to make my juice. And the first ingredient I thought of was mangoes because me and my mom love mangoes. Mangoes are probably one of my favorite fruits, next to apples and like oranges, which I'll explain later. But me and my mom always like love to like sit down and like split open a mango, and we always like share it. Sometimes we'll have like more than one, and they're just so good. I chose carrots because that's one of the only vegetables I can like eat without like ranch dressing or something. So I thought that would be a good idea to like use. And whenever you're making fruit juice or like really good fruit juice or like smoothies, I feel like people always use some type of vegetable. So I thought I would add a vegetable in there, and carrots was like my favorite. So that's why I chose that. Oranges because my mom always makes fresh orange juice on like holiday mornings, and it's actually so good, and I love orange juice. Most people just drink it in the morning when they wake up, but my friends always make fun of me because I'll drink it all the time. Like, I love orange juice. And then lastly, I chose apples because I know I said mangoes is my favorite food, but apples are absolutely my favorite fruit ever. I have like 3 apples a day if we have enough. At home, but I absolutely love apples. I'll have that for like breakfast. I'll have it after dinner. But yeah, I love apples. And I was mainly inspired by the juice called Naked. It's like a fruit juice kind of smoothie thing, and I always like get kind of amazed because if you look at the back of the label on the juice, it always shows what it has like in the bottle and like how much fruit it has, and it always has so much fruit and vegetables, and it's so good. So I was kind of inspired by that. I kind of wanted to make my own type of fruit juice. So my 3 variables, my first one was for my juices, how much of each fruit juice should I put in to make my multi-fruit juice. So I basically already had carrot juice, mango juice, apple juice, and orange juice. It was just a matter of how much of each juice would I put in to make the actual juice itself. And my second variable was for to make the spheres, since I was doing spherification. Would I use direct, reverse, or frozen reverse spherification? And the third one was what temperature should my juice be when I was preparing it for spherification. So I'll go into my findings after this slide. So this slide has to do with my 3 variables and what I found for each. So my first variable was like deciding how much of each fruit juice would I put in to make the juice itself. So I actually kind of disregarded using apples and apple and carrot juice because they just did not taste very good. So in the end, I used about 66% orange juice and 33% mango juice, and I found out that that was like the one that tastes best. So that was when I was making that. I used about 2 cups of orange juice and 1 cup of mango juice in total. My second variable, I actually out of the 3 methods of spherification, I did choose frozen reverse because it was the easiest and it made it look like a sphere the most, and yeah, it was definitely a lot easier. I'll put in a video of that after this slide. And then my third variable was like figuring out the temperature that I would have my juice and when I put it in to spherify. And since I was using frozen reverse, it was a lot easier to just take it right out of the freezer and then just do it right away instead of letting it thaw a little bit, because when it thawed, it didn't really work as well, and I'll have a video of that as well. So following the slide, I'll just have a bunch of videos and pictures just showing the process of choosing my 3 variables and such, and I'll just have a voiceover of each to explain basically what I'm doing. Bubbles. That's not a saucepan? Oh, yeah, you're right. So my last three variables had to do with temperature, and the one I did choose to do was have a room temperature bath with completely frozen spheres. So what I did is I would take the bath out of the fridge. I would let it just go to room temperature for a little while. I would just let it sit for a little bit, and then I would take the spheres out of the freezer, and then right away, I wouldn't really wait. I would just put them right in the bath, and I feel like that worked a lot better than having the bath cold, because when the bath was cold as well, it just took a long time. And then when my third variable was like letting the spheres thaw out a little bit, and when I did that, it just didn't take shape as well when I tried to spherify it. So that is why I chose to have a room temperature bath with completely frozen spheres.